Hi, my name is Jeff, and welcome back to my workshop. We are continuing work on the Burdick Freight Dock kit from Foscale Models. I've already stained and cut to length the joists. Now, the kit only had 4 strips of joist wood, so I took the ends and I've spaced them evenly for the center joists, including at the end, so that when finished, you won't be able to tell it's not a solid piece. These have been tacked down with small dabs of Eileen's tacky glue to the wax paper that's over the plan. And now we will start to glue the planking material, which is 2x10 scale lumber that I cut to length using the chopper, similar to how we did the parts to the roof support. So I'm using the Tight Bond wood glue again because this is wood on wood. I stain the wood with my India ink and alcohol wash, and we'll add a little bit of paint to the decking before we do final assembly, but I want that deck to look very worn, and the underside is not going to be painted. It's just going to have been bare wood. I want to take a minute, in case you haven't already subscribed, ask you to please subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any videos. I'm going to continue posting videos as we move through each step of this project. You can see here I'm just applying some glue to the ends of the joists, each of the 5 joists, so I can get that first planking on, and then we'll get a couple more on. And here I'm applying the glue to the joists. I figured out later, as you'll see, that it's easier to apply it across the back of a very thin layer across the back of the bottom of the planking, and apply it. If there's a little extra glue on it, it's not getting painted, so nobody will notice it. So you can watch as I add the planking to this. And once I get the first few planks in, as you'll see, we're going to use the building to figure out how far up the dock the planks go, because the kit says to add planking only to the open section of the dock. So I'm found tweezers would be helpful again, because it's a small piece of wood and lets me get into precise place and set it in, but still needed to adjust it to make sure it was level with the ends. Here you can see that middle plank fell over. I'm going to catch that in a second and try and get it upright and move the glue to the right position on there. I got to break the glue joint that's holding it to the wax paper to get it out, but it was quick and easy because it was really just a tiny dot of glue. So I'm adding glue to the top of that joist, and then I can slide it back into place. I'm trying to show you not just how things go together when it works perfectly, but also when things go wrong and what I do to fix them when that happens. Because as much as I'd like to say every build is perfect, none of them ever are. There's always some mistake, something happens, a piece breaks, or you're missing a piece, or you do something in the wrong order, or you just see something and you think that you can make an improvement on it, and sometimes that works and sometimes it doesn't. So with the first 3 planks in, at the end I'm going to just put the building in place, set it in place, and then add a little bit of glue to start it on the joist, and then realized it's too easy to get on the building, so I switched to putting it on the plank, and then I can put the plank into place against the building, and then I'll be able to pull the building out of place, out of the way, and continue working from both ends towards the middle. And just want to make sure everything's lined up and square. So I'm going to turn the video off, keep the video, I'll turn off the video and rejoin us after I get a bunch of these planks in place. So you don't have to sit and watch me glue these in plank by plank. Board by board construction can be time consuming. Patience is definitely your friend in this. And on something like this, on an old dock, you don't want the boards to be perfectly square and straight. Few gaps in there, crooked boards where boards have been replaced can all show in, and it adds some character to the structure. So I will continue doing this, and I'll leave you in silence as I go. Okay, I'm down to the last 4 boards, which I've just set in place to test it. And they fit in perfectly, which is a plus. I was thinking I might have to sand 1 or 2 of these to a little bit so they're a little narrower, but it worked out perfectly in this case. I got lucky. So those will all work. So now that I see they fit, I'll take them out and apply the glue to these last 4. Again, the same technique. I'm just taking some of the wood glue and spreading it. Because there's no center joist here, I'm just spreading it on the edges, about 1/4 of an inch or so, just enough so that I can catch those 2 outside joists and put it in place. You'll see again, I'm using a very thin layer of glue. It doesn't take much with the yellow carpenter's glue to get a good secure bond on these. It's one of the reasons I like it for wood on wood connections. As I finish up, I hope you've been enjoying this series of videos. If you haven't seen the first parts, there's a link in the description to a playlist featuring the entire build process. New videos will get added to that playlist as they come out. And please make sure you like this video and so it helps the YouTube algorithm, help more people find me. I am trying to grow the channel, and if there's any projects you'd like to see me work on or any suggestions you have, by all means leave it in the comments. I look forward to seeing them.